hello again for another section of, well, live coding our brand website. If you're wondering why I'm looking around, it's because I finally sort of have things, my screen set up the way I like to. And if you're wondering why I seem so orange-red, it's because my computer is on slowly turning into evening mode, which kind of red shifts my screen. So, yay. So that's going to be kind of fun. Today, in video one, the big things we had going, we finished up a header, we were working on a footer, and then, as I promised, we're going to get to finishing up the footer and then page templates, and then hopefully we can get to creating some of the actual new homepage. So I have something cool and new. So I finally have it set up that I have the Adobe XD on a separate screen. This is running off of an iPad, so I apologize, it's kind of squished, but at least it's easier for me to now see everything from a dedicated separate screen on this thing. That's going to hopefully make it easier to see what's going on. And so let's jump straight in. We left off more or less in editing this thing. So go back to finishing this. This is the current site. We don't need that. We need the footer. The things we really needed from the footer were, so let's get to the bottom of that. So the things we needed were, we needed to finish up this section. We needed the menu. We had that working. We had these links working, and we need to add the form and the social items. So, all right. Finish up the menu. The menu is kind of easy, so let's get to the menu. So for this menu, it's going to be, well, it's menu. So that's kind of easy. Well then, let's also hide the toolbar. We don't need a toolbar in the way. Let's give us a little bit of extra vertical space. So we need to edit a menu. Where is it? There it is. Menus. By the way, this is eventually going to get cleaned up because it's a horrid mess at the moment. So now we need another new menu. We're going to need, let's see, let's give it an apt name. So, footer, footer menu, rebrand. That sounds good enough, right? My camera keeps getting turned. Yay. All right, fixing up the camera. There we go. And so we don't want this automatically added anywhere, but we do need links similar to what was in the header, but we're going to have to create custom links. I'm going to cheat again as well. Oh, actually, let's make sure, by the way, that we have the same links for the main menu and the footer, so at least the anchor links are correct, because I don't remember what they were. So capabilities is going to be /capabilities. Capabilities, check. Then work, I'm guessing was /work. Yep, /work. All right, /work. Great name. Then we have clients. I probably said clients. Yeah. /clients. And then a boot. All right. /about. About. And remember, these for now are going to be just anchor links that drop us down into the middle of the page instead of new pages for now. This is the one I definitely don't remember. With the exception of the start, with the exception of the start project link. So that just goes to the start page. And it's eventually, of course, going to go to the new start page. But for now, just a regular start page. So start project. Great. And, oh, there was no process menu item in the head. So we have a process section. I rather like this thing. but there's no process menu item in the header menu. All right, so we'll have a process section, which eventually will get to a process thing. Now remember, unlike a lot of other things in WordPress, menus don't automatically save, so we have to click Save Menu, and that's going to be good enough for now. And so then to get that to load, we need to reload this page. That's easy enough. Waiting that for that to load. All right, so now this simply changes to footer menu rebrand. Haha. And that's pretty much done. I really don't like that it's super ultra wide. So that's probably pulling in from the old menu code, which seems to work well for the menu that we had over there. Because if you remember, that automatically gave us that little bottom bar. All right, so that's something we're going to have to play around with after we change the default theme that's going around here, because, well, this is being controlled by CSS on the back end, and currently the website is running on Divi, which is running all this code, and that's all set in CSS. And if I change that now, that's going to change things, well, now, and I don't really want to break things at the moment. So what we're going to do, because I want to edit, what I want to edit is not, well, yes, I want to change the color of the underline. That's one, kind of obvious. But I don't want it to be as thick, and I don't want that style to be, let's see, what happens if we could color? Text color, pointer color, yeah. Well, I need to change the underline color, and we don't want it to be at full width. I just want it to be just under the text, not under the whole line. And I think I'm going to have to edit that in CSS, and I don't want to muck about with CSS for now. Nah. All right, well, it's not going to be the end of the world, so we'll just do that later after we launch the theme, because right now we can't do it because it'll change too many things on the real front end in production, so fine. Let's leave it as it is, and we'll fix it later. Just making sure that this is linked. This is not linked. So this has to go to... Actually, you know what? Let's do the brandlab.io. All right. / is kind of the... let's make people feel safer. Let's go HTTPS // There's that. And then the Creative Woman's Co. needs to link to that website, which is https://creativewomens.co, I think. I think that's the correct link. I don't remember if there's an S in there or not. Yes, it is. Sweet. All right. So that link is correct. Awesome. So that part is done. Then we need to go to our current terms page. Terms and conditions. That was /terms. So there's this page that's apparently... Oh, right. Yes. This page needs to go away because what we use is Ubenda. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. So what I need to do is, one, I need to get rid of this page. You learn something every day. All right. Privacy policy is going to link to, so copy link location. So we don't really have a, so let's change something. Right, we're going to need that. So privacy policy eventually needs to link to there. And by eventually, I mean now. We don't have, oh, that should be loading. I guess it is. Never mind. This page stays because it's already loading the thing it's supposed to. Haha. Problem solves itself. And then the cookie policy. I guess that will be good enough, I guess. So we'll change terms of use to cookie policy. Edit the link. Paste the link. All right. Now we have our two actual things running there. We have the text. Now we need the social. If I remember correctly, this does have social icons. Yes. So that's going to make things easy. Oh, oh boy. That is not, those are not the correct colors at all. First and foremost, we want, well, we want squares, I think. We don't want any rounded corners. Center aligned? Nope. We want left aligned according to the design. So according to the design, we're going to want these to be around 20 pixels. So let's zoom in. Yeah, so around 20 pixels wide or tall. I really don't like it when the design team does this. So this is something, by the way, for future reference. When your design team is doing these things, you'll want proper icons and icons by themselves from them, right? But the thing is, you'll want them of a consistent size. So, because right now these are all sorts. So let's kind of let's go with the default color because we want these are all SVG. All right, let's get the color. I'm going to use the digital color meter map. Actually, we could do the. By the way, this is in the Mac. This is one of my favorite and most used applications for developing, for finding the real color B7. So it's B7. I copied the thing there. Oops. So the actual oops. The main icon color is white. The secondary color, at least the way I have it here, that's going to be gray. So I don't know. Do I have gray here? I don't think I have a gray, light gray set there. No. But essentially, it's the same as this text color. So I can just use that. Yeah, well, it ends up being B7, yeah. B7, B7, B7. Why don't I have that as a default color? All right. All right. There we go. There's my B7. And that, I don't know why that's doubled. Yeah, there we go. So now B7. Hooray! All right. Now we need to set the actual icons, right? Oh, and size. We want teeny tiny icons. So more or less, let's say 20. What is the size? 20 pixels-ish. This one's 24. Let's try 24 and see where that gets us. Let's reduce the padding a bit. So padding between icons. I forgot to change screens, but yeah, you can still see what's going on. But padding between the two is about 20 pixels. So let's switch back to the desktop screen. Sorry, I forgot to do that. So here we are. I've set the icons. So now let's change the padding to... my gosh, that is not a padding what we wanted. But that kind of looks... This kind of looks right. Actually, that's not the default, because I don't know what padding is. Really? Spacing! 0 and leaving that at blank, I guess that works right and looks right about right. Icon hover. I was not told, I don't believe, because the goal was to get this out very, very fast. I don't know if they wanted some color. Let's, I guess, just give it the theme blue, which I might have to go back and get that color again because I forgot to fix my color styles here still. Yeah, so at least it'll... Of course, it's not hovering on the correct color. Oh well. I don't want the front color to change. I want the back color, and it's not doing it. Oh well, so we'll just leave that alone for now as is. Get back to it later, especially once we're coding this thing correctly. So let me get back to the desktop. All right. So this part is getting to be pretty close to done. Now I just need to add all the items. I need to add our LinkedIn. All right, so we're going to want Facebook. LinkedIn, where's LinkedIn? There it goes. There it goes. So, official color. Oh yeah, we can change it per item. Haha, that's fun. All right, this one's not going to be WordPress. We're going to want LinkedIn. And according to the design, this item's first. It'll update eventually. Then we have Facebook. And for this one, we don't want the round. Brands. There we go. That's the one we want. Brands, and then Twitter, then Instagram. So we need one more item. Let's go with Instagram. That's the correct icon. And Instagram goes before YouTube. That'll update. I'm guessing it's a little bit slow to update because I have so many things running, including having the iPad connected and what do they call it? They call it the sidecar? Yeah, and recording the screen. Yeah, my computer's not liking that. But that's all right. Then also, of course, how could I forget? My GitHub. Yeah. Everybody loves GitHub. So our GitHub goes after YouTube, and then our final one, according to the design team, Behance with their BE items. Awesome. Now I gotta link them, right? All right. Behance.net. Is that how the links go? I don't remember. Yeah, that's the one we're going to use for Behance. All right. Then for GitHub, that one's going to be... See, the thing is, I used to have a company GitHub account, but we stopped using it because there was no point of paying extra for something I really wasn't using. And so I'm just going to link to mine for now. Eventually, I'll get a proper GitHub item. Now we want the Scalafia channel, right? So CKLPH group, I think. Yeah, I gotta update this as well. Really old. Where'd it go? There it goes. All right. Our Instagram is going to go to the company Instagram. It also helps if you have these already handy so you don't have to keep remembering and finding them. That is definitely going to the company Twitter account. Facebook is going to our Facebook. Actually, that's going to go to our Facebook page. Oops. Page and Scalafia. So I don't think we have a... typed that in wrong. All right, let's get to Facebook and get our Scalafia page. Oh, just /Scalafia. Learn something new every day. All right, so we got our... All right, so got that link. And then LinkedIn should go to... This one I actually really don't know. So this one should go definitely to the Scalafia group. I think it's just going to go there. All right. Cool. All right, that's good enough, I think. And so next, we're going to want a... well, so this theoretically should be a super duper simple form, right? I've been using Elementor forms for a while, and then semi-recently we switched to Fluent Forms. Why? Well, mostly because it seems to be working. The Elementor forms are pretty great by default, except when they stop working. It sucks. So they work until they don't work, which is kind of really frustrating. And so what I want this to just go directly to is all we need is the email form, the email address, clicky, there we go, and that's it, right? And then this is really not even going to have any text. This is just going to have an icon. Yeah, I don't want to be using too many things. So actually, let's try something. ph.moosend. So our email app thingy is called Moosend. This should go to our main company forms. Subscription forms. This is in beta. Floating. Oh, so they really didn't create this yet. Okay, darn. All right, so I can't do that. So actually, I am going to do this the lazy way for now. I'm going to use a... The reason why I want to use JotForms, I just don't want to spend the time creating it at the moment, especially with the icon. So I am just going to use this simple thing, and I already have the Moosend integration. I don't want it to send an email. I want it to just go to Moosend. I already have that integration set up. So ckop.h.moosend. Just need to get the API key and enter in that later, because then y'all would be able to see this, and I don't want. And there is no way to just get a temporary Moosend key. So for now, I'm just going to tell you that I am going to just connect Moosend and get that in later. So this one is going to be just an icon with a... All right, where do I get this icon? So the icon I'm referring to is this icon, airplane. All right, let's see if this Elementor has airplane. Send. Okay, well, I might have to upload. So the question is, why is there no Elementor icon for this? Huh. All right, so in that case, I'm just going to have to leave it as sun, because it should have an icon. So actually, let's just download the SVG icon. That goes to here. Upload SVG icon. Oh, so actually, so SVG is not enabled yet on this. Oh, it's already extracted. Okay, so hopefully I can upload it. Let's see if it'll work. That's taken a little while. Man, my computer's really not liking streaming all of this. All right. First and foremost, I guess let's disconnect the iPad. That'll help my little computer a little bit. Already working a little bit better. All right, and let's keep this on the side over here. Poor little computer. All right, so that's not too happy about that. Let's just try reloading this page, and hopefully we can upload that as soon as the computer calms down. All right, so let's try this again. Email, submit button, upload SVG, enable it, and let's try uploading. There we go. Sweet. And so there should be no text. It should just be and it should be a very small item. Huh. They don't have smaller than 20%. All right. Gonna have to play around with that. And I don't think it matters before and after. Style, button, background color. It's going to be invisible. Oh man, that's really not working out right. I'm going to have to end up really playing around with this thing eventually. All right. What can we do with this thing? Well, in all honesty, I am going to ignore it for now because that's going to take some figuring out, and I'm going to have to figure it out before I record a video. So I'm going to ignore it for now, add some technical debt to myself, and call it, hey, this footer for now is done, and get the footer, so I can get the footer done and out for now. Reason why is because I don't know of a best way to get it done at the moment. And I guess I'm just gonna have to figure out in jot forms before I record it. So, but otherwise, normally I would just create a form, add the form. So we're gonna have to figure that out later, but there's just not enough time for now because, so we got our menus done. So this was the main menu. Yeah, the main menu is done. Nothing to change there. The big item then becomes what to do on mobile. Well, the design team has not given me any information on what to do on mobile. So this is definitely going to have to not... Yeah, this has to slightly be fixed for mobile. Might have to change the column alignment, so that much is almost for sure. And then how bad is going to be on... All right, so this actually looks all right. Not that part. That part looks bad. That part looks bad. This part looks okay. Gonna have to edit line height on mobile. Typography. Line heights on mobile. Yeah. Okay. And that'll have to survive. Okay. That'll have to be that for now. All right. And the rest seems to work other than this part. So let's change mobile. And you're wondering, well, why don't you get a design from the design team about this? Because again, the whole point of this is to push it out very quickly. So we didn't do that yet. And I don't think I have a background option for this for... So I don't know what to do here. Because if I disable that and then go back to desktop, that means it's all disabled and there is no gradient or not for mobile. That's not good. Okay, so this is something that we're gonna have to figure out because it's, and I don't, one cheap and quick and bad way is we can duplicate the section and then just not show it on desktop and mobile, and then I can just remove that here. But I hate doing that. It's duplicate content. It's really not a great way to go about doing that. Though doing the split, the split background this way is the only real way of getting these items done in this specific way. Because we have one column that is centered. That is troublesome, isn't it? So what can we do here? What are our options, really? All right, so maybe we need to retry this section. So let's see if we can rebuild it with this, because this was the original idea, right? And we were going to have a background color just for this section. Let me add some dummy content in here, whatever. All right, just gonna add some dummy content in there. And then this was going to be full width, right? But then the problem is this is way to the right instead of the width of the content, right? That's what we ran into yesterday. But it does solve, at that point, the issue of, see, this aligns now very nicely and has the correct colors. But it doesn't do what we need to do here. So what we might have to do is keep it that way. Leave this section here. I don't know. This is not the width I wanted this to be. Not at all. So that's not good. So let's see what happens. Now duplicate this here, stuff it in here. Let's give it a better color so I can actually see what's going on. Yeah. Let's give it orange. Okay. All right. So this is where the content should be. It's currently all the way to the left. So, oops. So what can we do? So that's the content width. So let's try boxed and JS stretching. Nope. Nope. So we see, the thing is that we really don't want the content width that wide. So let's see, what can we do with a column? Vertical align, don't care. Horizontal align. Let's try end. Yeah, that really didn't do anything. Okay, well, let's try editing this little dude. So we can say, yeah, we can try something like this, but then it ends up leaving this thing aligned not how we want it. Well, we were going to do it here, for one thing, no gap also. And we do want everything here aligned to the end, you know, to the right of everything. And that's not working how we need it to be. So how do we do this so that it works on all devices and aligns everything the way we need to? Because I want this essentially to be here. Don't care about, yeah, that's really just not going to do what I need it to do. So, by the way, in Elementor, it's not going to let you go below 500, but you can type in items manually. But the thing is, this is sort of aligning the way I need it to be. All right, so let's try this. What we're going to do is leave that default and then go to padding. I'm not loving. I've never liked this method. So let's see, and that kind of does that, right? The problem is that it is more or less. See, it still goes farther and then kind of mucks things up. So it doesn't really do. I need it to align to the right. Let's try. All right, let's try something silly. Let's try something really silly. Positioning custom? Nope. 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 Inline, not really. Full width, not really. Nope, nope, that's not going to do it. All right, so that really does leave us only with, doing this. We can do px, em, or percentage. Let's try em. Yeah. All right. Left, right, auto, intersection. Can I let it not center align things? So we might have to do some custom CSS. So at least for now, before we custom code this, because when custom coding this is going to be much easier. Well, it's probably position relative already. Margin right 0. Important. So let's see how much that breaks things, because that's probably kind of sort of breaking things. Yeah, that did not do anything. So let's check on the debugger. So we want the intersection, right? We don't need that whole thing. We just need, I think it's this thing, right? Margin right 0. Okay, so that sets it for this whole thing. And that kind of sort of does not do what we want. Because more or less what we do want is maximum width 550 for the item in general. All right, actually, so let's try this. 550, we know that, all right? 0, 0. So that's not going to do anything for us. Neither is this. And we want the column really to align. So the wrapper can do its own thing, right? And it's the column, actually. Column wrap. Because honestly, we don't care about the whole thing going there. So hold on. So let's save and let's see where it takes us for now. So this will reload. And this should... All right. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. So we have this item. Column... All right. All right. But, okay, so what we can do... Where's my... Okay. So this is my margin. So this is what I said for the selector. We don't need that. We want this item. So inside of this, the container, we can have the container... Yes. Okay, so this container has margin left and right auto. What we want to do is margin right 0. There we go. Boom. All right. All right. Okay. So we want... That is what we want. There we go. Okay, let's do it this way. So then I'm just going to move... And that one was still white. Yeah. So, okay. This is working like we wanted to. Awesome. Hooray, hooray. All right, if I remember correctly, we're just spacing 0. Not margin. Padding top. Let's give it a padding top. Right. Kind of important. And then a left padding of, I think I said 40 pixels. Sure. And also selector A. Actually, no. This was the typography link. This was just B7, B7, B7. I hate when it does that. B7. B7, B7. B7, B. There we go. Good enough, right? Right, okay. There's that, save draft. Okay, so we have that. And then this was also B7, I think, right? So add a column. Oh, F0. Okay. And then, so the column then gets to be That be 0, color. All right, now we have it working how we want it. So some custom code to align that properly, because now in tablet, it'll size itself properly. Sweet. And on mobile. Awesome. Now on mobile, this needs to be realigned. Let's fix the padding on mobile. Padding left, 40. Nope. It's going to be 10, I think. Let's give it padding top 10 as well. Hooray. All right, and I'll get, as I mentioned, I'll get that in there later in another video when I figure out how to style that thing properly. Okay, so now that is pretty much done, other than one item, which means we can get to templates. So we need a few templates. One template that we're definitely going to need is, so for now we're done with this stuff, and we'll get to the home page and the form in another video. We need a few things. One is we need a error 404 page. So that's, we're going to need a page template. We're going to need a 404. And this one's going to be pretty easy, because what we're going to do is use a Elementor template, the Elementor blank canvas, add the header and footer. So this is what it currently is. And this thing. This is what happens when you have too many plugins installed. It breaks on you. And that sometimes won't load, which is really frustrating at times. There's a few ways around it. One, don't have as many plugins installed. See, and sometimes you just need to reload it with cache off. So first and foremost, what we're going to do is change the page status or page layout to Elementor canvas. Set that to save it. But actually, what we'll want is full width. Save. And now what I don't understand about Elementor is when I import things, it always changes the page layout. Wonder why it did that for me. Yeah, well, let's just do Elementor canvas then, instead of Elementor full width. DB really bothers me sometimes. But that's fine. It's not the end of the world. So, need my template. And I didn't publish those two yet. So, oops. But our 404 page is going to be very, very simple. It's going to have our header, our footer, and some nice little 404 text. What is it going to say? Well, I'd want it to be something short, simple, and kind of to the point. So let's first actually get to theme builder templates. Quick edit, publish, full width. Oh, sorry. Status published. That's going to be a theme piece. Edit, published. Awesome. So now let's retry. Should be able to pull those two in here. Should, being the operative word. All right. All right, there we go. Footer. Forgot. Let's get our. Well, load it anyway. And the main header. Do you want to import the template settings? Document settings. No, don't want to import the document settings. We don't care about that at the moment. All right, so now we have our header and footer. These are sections instead of being proper headers and footers. They're just blank sections, which is okay. Remember, we're doing this as fast as we can so we can get stuff out. Normally, you don't want these to be actual content pieces in your templates. You want them to be part of the general template, which can be edited specifically elsewhere. But for now, we're just adding them as is. So in this section, we are going to want to add a whole bunch of top and bottom padding. Then we're going to want some heading, as we were doing before. Let's get our correct colors. correct color. And this was circular 2D and probably, oops, transform. Let's do uppercase, style, well, wait, actually for bold. They used medium there. Medium. Yeah, mediums are bold, I guess. So that's going to leave it at that. Going to use the blue, and let's see. What we're going to right here is 404. Going to leave that there, and it's an H2. Though I'm going to make it really big. Why not? That looks right about nice. Yeah. Then let's duplicate this. Page not found. Now let's shrink this one. 2. And let's do that. That'll make it nicer a bit. Page not found. And this is going to be an H3, I guess. And so we're going to just write some text there with the, let's do 1.5. Let's give it some top margin of, let's say, 20. Space it out nicely. Oops. That's fine for now. The page you are looking for seems to have rye. I think that's how you spell it. Now, one thing we probably want to do is tell them what they can possibly do next. So let's duplicate this one more time. Sure this is where it should be. Contact us so we can direct to the correct page. There we go. Good enough. Now this is our 404 page. We're clicking publish. Now, where are my display conditions? This must be a page template. Don't tell me I have to redo this slightly. Builder. Oh, I created something different, didn't I? Oops. All right. So not this one. I'm going to have to redo this one because I put it in the wrong place. Oops. All right. All right. So we're going to need a single. There we go. That's where it was. I apologize. So I got to redo that. But at least the whole point was that at least the content is correct, right? So we don't want that thing. We're just going to have to quickly redo it. There's going to be a 404 template. We can insert our blocks. So we're going to need our main header in here. We don't want document settings. And then we want to insert our main footer. We don't want document settings. The page style is the page layout canvas. Awesome. And honestly, this is more or less the style and way you want to do things for pretty much every single template, other than this piece I did here. Ooh, this goes here. And then like I did previously, 50. Then heading, H2, center, and that's page, slightly changing that. And this was the blue color that we wanted. And change the font. We want EM. Weight bold. That's fine. Right? Transform uppercase. Letter spacing is fine. Then the next one was some quick information. So this is going to be, let's set this one to the P tag. I'm skipping that other one. And 1.75. All right. Nice. Seems the page you were looking for is not here. Please contact us to help you find the correct contact. There we go. Good enough for now, because what we really want to do is publish this thing. It says, where do you want to do it? For now, and this is going to be for all 404 pages, and that's going to start working on that. Sweet. So our 404 page is ready. Next template. We want another single page template. This is going to be for the single post. Let's do a single blog post. I have not, by the way, gotten the design for a single post, so I'm kind of just going off of this for now. And you're going to see it is more or less identical to the 404 page. What I want to do is I'm going to want my, actually, let's try this. Let's try importing our stuff there. It's going to be, yeah, that did not import things correctly. That's funny. All right, let's get our navigator. Nothing is showing up here as it should. So we will want to, honestly, let's just reload this page, because that is not showing up at all how we want, which is fine. Not the end of the world. But, all right. But let's do some first things. First things first. Canvas, very important. And then we're going to start importing things. We want the header and footer, which, again, by default, should really be handled by the display conditions of an actual header and footer. For now, I'm loading this thing directly in here, even though I'm not supposed to be. Again, this is to get it done super duper quick. Footer. All right. And then there. And so now what do we want for our blog post? So this is going to be the single blog post. So probably first thing, again, actually, let's make it a little bit bigger than the other page. Yeah. Now inside, we're probably going to want the post title. That is sweet. Post title. Let's center that. H1, color. Oh, let's go with pure black. Why not? Black. But we do need to set the font. EM. Yeah, 2 is fine. Let's do it that way. We're going to want the featured image. Now let's see if we want it above or below. I think we're going to want it above. Yeah. Undecided. Undecided for sure for now. For now, let's leave it as is. Let's see. Size. What size is this? This is 750 pixels tall by about 1,100 pixels wide, so that's not going to work. So I want to say full. I want the full-sized image there, and we'll call it that. Then we'll want the post content. Regular old post content, that's fine. We'll want post info, probably right up here. Author, date, time, comments. Yeah. Well, since this is left line, it's probably going to be left line. Might as well left align this, right? Yeah. So that'll be fine. Now we want to change some colors. So we want the icons, we'll want those to be, let's go with the blue. And the text we'll probably want to be pure black. Yeah. Divi sucks sometimes because it's enforcing some colors that I don't want. So I'll change that once it's ready to go live with Divi. Now below that, we'll want comments. Or actually, I believe we'll want the author bio box. Sweet. And then table of contents, that's a really cool one, by the way, but we don't have that really. Post comments. But above the post comments, we'll want post navigation. Previous, next, sweet. Save. Now that's fine. Post comments. Yeah, theme comments, source current post, that's fine. Let's see if I have any other options for comments. Actually, so let's preview this thing. Because we used to, I used to run the comments through Thrive Comments. Oh, sweet. I love Thrive Comments, by the way. That's probably a plugin that I'm just gonna. We used to use Thrive themes, but I love their comment system, so I'm probably gonna rebuy that plugin, just that one, because I love that plugin so much. All right, so that seems to work, and this is good enough for a single post. Why do I not have a sidebar? Number one, because I don't have a design from the design team. Two, for now it's good enough. I probably will eventually change this thing from 1 column to 2 and add a sidebar, but I currently will not because I don't have a design. And doing this quickly, that is good enough. So publish, posts, all, simple, sweet. That works well enough. Awesome. So let's see if that broke things on the actual posts or not, because it should start overriding these things. So there's our current stuff. And let's see it working on the front end. So this is the current page. So we didn't touch the archive page, or the blog page, which is fine. And so yeah, here's our new style already working. Sweet. All right. Those are already a little bit better. All right. So that means I have to get, for the next video, I'm going to have to get the rest of the pieces done. And I don't think we really have any other page to edit as such. I'm going to need a default page template, I think, because a lot of these pages, what if I click on portfolio and about? So yeah, I'm going to need a default page template, but I'm going to be getting that one up once. Yeah, I need to change a lot of these, but we'll be getting that in the next one because I want to get the home page done first and then the page template, because that's going to override for everything else, and I kind of want the home page to go first before the page template. So we'll consider this video done for now. Yeah, and then in the next video, I'm going to be fixing up the footer subscribe bar, because I'm going to figure out how to do that first. Then we're going to work on this thing. We're going to see exactly how these pieces are getting done and put up the page template, and the initial version of this is going to be more or less done. Neat. All right. Thanks so much, and see you in the next video when we work on the homepage and getting this thing launched fully and live. See you next time.